I have a Patron of Tarsus. All else being equal, I take Necrium. And those two are close enough to equal that that's the way I'm going to go. Now I've got another hard pick. Strong early game buff. Hi, Talitha.
I need water.
What?
I need water.
What did Neil do?
I need water. Sandy have it?
Yeah, Sandy can have it. You want me to go turn off Super Y? Are you done watching Super Y?
I'm my Super Y.
You want to watch more Super Y?
I'm my Super Y.
All right. I love you. Take the xylophones. Have fun. I think I have to take the Blood Boon here. The amount of board presence I can give you in this meta where there is so little hard removal is very powerful. And apparently I'm getting broadcast by Twitch Raids Twitch. Welcome anybody that is viewing me, all two of you from that other channel. I appreciate you watching. I am playing a game called Solforge. Currently doing a draft in Solforge. Digital card game in which, well, it's a lot like Hearthstone, if you're familiar with that, which I suspect most people are. Again, all else being equal, I have to lean towards Necrium because of the Patron of Tarsus. Yes, dear?
They're going to come over for dinner.
Okay, what time?
6.
Okay.
So I have to get something out of the thaw, and I wondered if you had any suggestions.
I got no clue.
Are you streaming?
Yes. I love you. Yeah, we talked. All right, so all else being equal, I want Necrium. Ravenous Hydra is really strong because of its breakthrough. Does that outweigh the Dirge Banshee's potential? I'm inclined to think so here. I've only got 3 Utera cards right now. This will be my 4th. I'm halfway through the draft. That's not enough that it's going to impact my ability to use Patron of Tarsus effectively. So I'm going to take the Ravenous Hydra here. And this is a pretty bad pack. I'm going to go with the Dark Art Wanderer. And now I have to take a new Terra card. It'll be Twin Strength. And another Patron of Tarsus. I will take the Seal of Tarsus. And wow. Kind of regretting passing on the Dark Forged earlier. I'll take the Vyric's Embrace. Another Blood Boon. Another Hydra. I've got to get back. Ugh. Okay. I need to stop pulling Utera cards. I don't believe Elite Drafts let me keep the card. It's been a while. Then it'll be available. Cards drafted will not be added to your collection. Alright, so I have a legendary in this pack. Ruby Scale Dragon. Admittedly, it's a pretty strong legendary. In fact, it's probably strong enough that I can't pass on it. Yeah. I don't think I can pass on Ruby. There's nothing. I would like to keep up my Necrium ratio, but I can't pass up the power of Ruby. Now I really have to focus entirely on Necrium. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be a third of my deck is Utera. And I have 2 Patron of Tarsuses. I've got to keep that at a, unless something amazing pops up, at a 2-to-1 ratio. So I'll take the Demon Web. Gosh, that's terrible. I'll take the Organ Harvester. I have to take another Utera card. None of these are good. I guess I'll take Vigor Wisp. Gotta take the Necrium card. So, 11 Utera, and 19 Necrium with 2 Patron of Tarsuses. That limits the usability of Patron of Tarsus some. Because odds are I'm going to have 2 tarot cards in a hand with Patron of Tarsus, which makes its ability not useful. But it's not going to be overwhelmingly like that. There will be times when I can get value out of Patron's ability. That's not bad. I think this is a fairly decent draft deck. Now let's see how I can do with it. I'm going to open up Featherfang, scales to 18 attack. I'll open up the Featherfang. In the side lane, obviously. Because I have a Whatcha-Who's-It in this deck. Infernal Visage. Oh yeah, I agree, Hargrada. Crosswild Tracker. That's not a great thing for me to see. I'm going to drop a Scavenger Scorpion here. Battle. This dies. So I can Blood Boon. I make a 12/12 with regeneration. I would have far preferred that be in the right lane instead of that lane. I probably should have done that, but I want to discourage him from buffing the Deep Branch Prowler. Because I'm pretty certain that is his plan, is to drop a Deep Branch and buff it into the realms where it's just very, very difficult to kill. Okay, that will do that. I'm going to drop the Dirge Banshee and the Ruby Scaled Dragon. Because if I've got Ruby Scale in my deck and I draw it, I better darn well level it. And it's got Defender, so it's going to be very difficult for him to deal with. I'm going to drop a Duskfire Zombie and a Werewood Patriarch this turn, and just let this game happen. Blood Boon pre-combat, double Blood Boon pre-combat. Wow.
FYI, your daughter has an ice cream.
Okay.
So hopefully she'll eat it and it won't melt and go everywhere. I'm about to get in the bath.
Okay.
We're going to have meatballs for dinner.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that since I'm going to play level 2, I would be able to find something that could handle the Torrent Soldier. Hey, Kale. Solforge is going pretty well. I've got a pretty strong elite draft deck. We'll see how it works out, but my opponent has dropped 2 Blood Boons thus far. But this is shaping up very well for me. I dropped the Duskspire Zombie with all of its regeneration there, and then the Werewood Patriarch buffs the entire board. And unless I'm mistaken, that is probably game. I don't see how you come back from that in this draft environment. And in fact, there is the concession. Good game, Skavastu. Tuta? Whatever your name is. I apologize for butchering it horribly. Alright, let's go into game 2. Twiddle, twiddle, twiddle. Waiting for the match. Yeah, I didn't even draw one of my patrons. I've got 2 Patron of Tarsuses in a deck that is almost 2-to-1 Necrium. I've got a Ruby Scale Dragon, which is quite nice. Well, welcome to Eris 130 and Holtzbrett 2. And Kale, of course. I hope that I didn't start this too late and can actually get through all 6 games of this Elite Draft. I'm going to be sad if I can't. Come on, find an opponent. All right, while I'm waiting for an opponent, I will start another Sparky game because that's what I do when I'm waiting. Just a random game. Anybody wants to play my Sparky deck, just send me a challenge and we'll play between matches of my Elite Draft while waiting for the queue to pop.
I want ice cream.
You've got ice cream. Do you not want it anymore?
I want more.
You don't want any more?
Want more.
Are you done?
Then.
Okay. Go watch Super Y.
No. Papa.
Oh, okay. Go back and see if Mom will let you take her bath. I have an ice cream that I don't want. Anybody want ice cream? I'm going to have to get up and dispose of this in just a minute. Ooh, Ben. Static Shock. Static Shock. Okay. I think I will Nether Decay and Sparky. Oh, look, your Lightning Elemental. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. It dies at the end of your turn. Crap. All right, I'll be right back. I get rid of this. That's not good. Fortunately, Death Current will take care of it. Ooh. Ow. That's gotta stink. Death Current, Immortal Echoes. I played this game. Alright, come over here. I'll help you take your nightgown off. Boink! Alright. Let's see here. Nether Decay. What should I Nether Decay? Because he doesn't have any more Lightning Sparks. He's already used 2 of his, or Static Shocks. He's already used 2 of his Immortal Echoes. Odds are in my favor for him not being able to get a massive set of triggers off here. Battle, kill the Xerox in turn. Oh look, a Sparky. My Elite queue still has not popped. This is not boding well for my likelihood to be able to get through 6 games. Which makes me sad, because I've got a great deck. Oh man! What do you do? Double Death Current me? Dreadbolt, Death Current. Let's see here. Did I play all my Sparkies, or did I get only 2 of them? I think I played them all. Yeah, I played them all. So, level 1 Marty does me no good. Huh? I love you too, Talitha. Let's drop the Ebon Skull and the Sparky 2. This is going to be Immortal Echoes and probably Death Current. I'm probably still dead this game because of what he's playing is a much more aggressive deck. It can push a lot of damage with no warning at all. But we'll see. Huh? Where's the mess?
I'm seeing it.
Death Current Immortal Echoes. Something like a 90% chance to get back a Sparky. Ooh, a Sparky 2 even. Normally I'd prefer a Sparky 1, but I'm not going to knock it because I have a Varna in hand, so I can sack these two things together, hopefully, and then bring one of them back. Guaranteed to be the level 2.
I get a mess too.
Hello? I took it away from, well, she gave it to me. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm sure that's getting killed with the tendrils. Oh, sorry about that. I'm back. Hey, he did not have the tendrils of Twilight. That's a minor miracle. That, however, is a problem. I think I still have to do this. I do this, that gets that super buff, which is unfortunate. And then drop double Immortal Echo so that it's blocked. Hopefully it's blocked with something big and strong. Decent. Not great, but decent. Now if he has a tendrils, he kills my rank 3. Of course, you're going to play the Bin Bin first and then tendrils. And Grave Pact. Well, I lose. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I'm taking at least... Yeah. Good game, King Roll. Hey, my other game is finally ready to play. I think I dropped the Hydra in 5, Scourge Hydra in 1, of course damaging the Hydra. It'll heal back 2 of the 3 before it's active. And if I can luck into my Infernal Visage, it should be able to survive whatever it gets thrown up against. Or other buffs for that matter, but this is just one in particular I'm thinking about. Ouch. I've been there, Kale. And thank you for the recap, Wings of Raven. And also welcome, Wings of Raven and Tipman Sock. I'm going to have to get up here in probably about 10 to 15 minutes to try and rescue my wife, who is currently in the bathtub with our daughter, getting her all nice and clean. That wasn't actually the plan. My wife was going to have a relaxing bath because Talitha was supposed to be napping, and then she woke up. So my opponent has a Xerox. Interesting. This is draft, so I'm not actually that worried about Xerox. I'll be honest, it's not nearly as intimidating when it doesn't have a litany of elements to back it up. Also, I have a double Patron of Tarsus turn with 5 Necrium cards. This will be fun. We drop, oh, I don't know, Patron of Tarsus, and Patron of Tarsus, and battle. That felt pretty darn good, I got to admit. Wow. This turn I'm a little bit not sure what to play. Leveling the Werewood is definitely a good idea because Werewood works out to scale pretty well long term. I think I'm just going to drop the Werewood. And Twin Strength the Patrons. Push a bunch of damage. Feel pretty good about myself. Now this turn would be amazing if I could drop the Ossuary Spirit and get a Blood Boon on it. Which, given that the Blizzard Shaman is currently a 7/1, seems pretty likely. If he buffs the Blizzard Shaman, that's another story, but I could drop the Spirit directly in front of the Blizzard Shaman and then just Blood Boon it post-combat. He'll heal back 6 of the 7 damage before it's active, and it will be a 7/15 with 3 regeneration. 7/14 when it's active. Admittedly, we are going into player level 2, so it's not going to be that overwhelming. And it's also not going to be that possible. Boo. I knew he was going to play an Infernal Visage. I was fooling myself if I thought he wasn't. How does Blood Boon scale? 3, 4, 7? Okay. So it's rank 1 and rank 2 are virtually equivalent, and I don't care about the rank 3 right now. So I think I'm going to level the Duskspire Zombie, which takes buff very well even at level 2, and particularly if we get to level 3. I'll take out the Dirge Banshee, and then the only thing I have that kills the 9/4 is the Demon Web, which not as good, but I don't really want to sit here and take the 9 damage over and over and over again. That kind of sucks. That really sucks. I don't have an answer to that. We'll drop that. And that. You're still hard-gated. I don't know why this guy's hard-gated. With all the other buffs to the soft gating, the Necrium removal, this guy should have been right in line for a buff to soft gating. But he didn't, so he's not playable here. The only thing I have that's really playable is the Scavenger Scorpion. And even that's questionable. This, however, is not a question. I don't care what he plays. I'm playing double Patron of Tarsus 2s. Doesn't matter. That's -4, -4 to his, or sorry, -3, -3. So -6, -6 to his board. That kills the Drake. And probably whatever he blocks. Okay, it doesn't kill the Rhymehorn. It does make it irrelevant because it has no health left. -3, -3. -3, -3. Battle. In turn. The way that I would probably softgate his level 3, in keeping with the flair of a lot of Necrium, would be to have him spawn a zombie. You go in, you sacrifice him at level 3. He's not in my disc. He's not in my deck. He's in my discard. Level 1, destroy a level 1 creature, or destroy a softgate creature. Level 1 or level 2. Destroy any creature, and at level 3, destroy any creature. There's 2 ways you could do it. Put a 9/9 zombie into play, or put a zombie equal to the stats of the destroyed creature into play. Either way, it keeps with Necrium's flavor very well. It may not necessarily keep with the Abomination flavor particularly well, so maybe it's not a zombie, maybe it's an Abomination. But it still keeps with that general idea of Necrium, and is powerful enough to justify its relatively miserable rank 1 stats. Its rank 1 stats are a 2/3. So it's basically a turn-delayed Dreadbolt that can be prevented quite easily with very little upside. But yeah, I would probably go into making it spawn some sort of a zombie on its rank 3. Keep its stats really low and softgate it to that. Anyone have any other ideas? I don't want to copy one of the existing softgates, like Death Current that destroys 2 creatures, or I don't know, Spirit Cleave, which gives life, or Glacial Crush, which deals damage. I wanted to do something different and unique. You could spawn a rank 2 copy of itself, which gives you a turn delayed and then a 2-turn delayed remove a creature, which would be interesting. And if it's a random lane or the same lane gives a lot easier counterplay because if you block the rank 3 and it doesn't blow up what you blocked with, it's going to probably die because its rank 2 has terrible stats. If it goes to a random lane, the counterplay is not quite as obvious or as easy. But that's still not a bad idea, Wings of Raven. It takes what I suggested and modifies it slightly. That might be a little too complex for a non-heroic card, though, because I know that that one of the stated goals of rarity is that the more complex cards are going to be at higher rarities in general. But it's not a bad idea. Oh, let me check the time. 4:42, so it's almost. All right, I need to go get my daughter out of the bathtub so that my wife can be rescued. I don't expect this Elite Draft queue to proc before I'm back, but if it does, I will play it either way. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, fine. Yay! My next game is ready. 33 seconds ago. Oh.
Help! Help! Dada! Help!
Come here, and I will help. Whoa, I gotta go with the Ravenous Hydra here. I know. I probably should play the second Patron of Tarsus to get it leveled. But I can run away with the game with Ravenous Hydra in the right situations. Battle in turn. Sorry, Mr. Wicked Walter. I ran probably about a minute off there that I didn't need to because I was off getting my daughter ready. Gave her out of her bath. Oh. Alright, let's pull this down. Get this dress all lined up. You're such a pretty girl. You're also a very smart girl. Did you know that? Good girl.
Oh.
Let's see here. Arcworm. I think I've got a twin strength. Goliath can go dance. I can't get up and dance right now. You want to sit in my lap? Okay. 1, 2, 3! Ha ha ha!
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have double patroned. I also shouldn't have played the Scourge Hydra there because my Ravenous Hydra is in kill range now, and it wouldn't have been otherwise. Yeah, that's not a touchscreen like the iPad. I don't know if you can see her. Let me adjust the camera down a little bit. She's currently trying to hit the buttons on the screen. And I know that you would much rather see her smiling face than me. That's going to move over to take care of the patron. Fine with that. If I throw the Ossuary Spirit, it'll only be at 311 with 3 regen with the Infernal Visage. Probably Blood Bindings kills, well, almost kills the Scourge Hydra. Yeah, I think I do throw the Ossuary Spirit. It takes buffs very well as it levels up. And I've got a decent number of buffs in this deck. 311's not going to be terribly easy to deal with. And if I can get something like a Blood Moon going... Oh, good. I got the Ruby Scale in player level 1. For those of you that missed the actual drafting part, I have a Ruby Scale Dragon in this Elite Draft deck. Yeah, I love you. No, it's not a touch screen. You can't touch the screen and have it do things.
No.
Word horror. That's somewhat unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected. Portal Shade on the rank up turn. Some people get all the luck. I gotcha. I think I'm just going to drop... I don't know. This is actually kind of a tough call here. I want to level up Ruby Scale, obviously. But if I do that, I can't take advantage of my Blood Boon. The only way to take advantage of Blood Boon is to drop the Deep Branch Prowler in front of the Bizarrack Drake and then Blood Boon the Spirit. That would only make it a 9-18 regenerate 4. I think that's worth passing
Wow,
the passing the Ruby Scale Dragon for, because there's no there's not good hard removal right now, and it does take care of that Drake. So yeah, we'll go that route. This is probably the wrong play. It just gives me a gigantic, hard to kill creature, which is nothing to sneeze at. That Ossuary Spirit is either going to take some hard removal or a lot of dedication to kill. We are in player level 2, so it is possible to get some good trades going. I have over-invested in it. It's the third card I put into that 9/17 creature. Hungering Strike and a Windborn. Okay. I'm going to drop the Prowler and get this Werewood leveled. I don't know what to do here. Obviously play the Scourge Hydra, picking the Ossuary Spirit. Do that in 5, because I haven't yet seen my Visage this level. Infernal Visage 2. I haven't seen my Patron of Tarsus's. My daughter is currently 3, and she is adorable and sweet and awesome in every way. But I'm not one of those people that thinks their spawn is perfect. She definitely has her faults. Yeah, she turned 3 in December. Come on, Wicked Walter. The Ossuary Spirit's the only thing that's giving you any difficulties. Say thank you to Litha. Somebody told you happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, birthday.
Oh, that makes things a bit more difficult. Let's seal the Tarsus this thing away before it does a ton of damage to the spirit. And I think I will just self-damage the Scourge Hydra. Because I want the Ossuary Spirit not to be in kill range. And at 14, it's not going to be. And if he chooses to trade the Drake for the Scourge Hydra, I follow it up with Ravenous Hydra in 5 and Infernal Visage. Thank you, Gutch. I try. I'm not perfect. But she's a happy girl. Right, Slitha? Are you happy?
Happy. Happy.
Ooh. He needs to buff it in order to take out the spirit, though. Or, you know that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess I just get to play this. Darn it! That is really unfortunate. Oh, that was painful. That was my best play, I think, but that was painful. Yeah, you get your 10 damage. I'm going to play an Ossuary Spirit and a Twin Strength. Oh, that was painful. I really thought my Ossuary Spirit was going to survive that. Sparkweaver. When creatures... No, when you play a Tempest spell, it gets boosts. Okay. If he'd blocked the Hydra, I likely would have gone with the Blood Boon. But having the Ossuary Spirit makes Twin Strength very, very appealing. Alright, let's see if he can kill one of the creatures in the sidelines. Because if he can't, that Infernal Visage probably seals the game. He should give regen to the Stonebat. Brood Horror. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that stings. If only I had a patron here. Let's see here. Infernal Visage is 6/6. I could put everything on the Ossuary Spirit. Is that a good idea? I'm at 47. His Stoneback is blocked in. I actually don't think it's a bad one. Battle. And if I Blood Boon this thing, it becomes gigantic. And I've got a ton. I've got -12, -12. So he's got to block that Ossuary Spirit with at least a 13 health creature or I win. Because I don't see how he can kill it. So 21, 32, regen 8. Because it's now blockaded. He can't drop enough creatures to get the Brood Horror to kill itself. Grave Pact is not in the environment. Grave Pact would be devastating to me here. I also wouldn't have been playing this game at all in this manner if Grave Pact were an option that my opponent could have. Rot Wanderer. Now what do you play? 14 health. This is 8. And this is 4. Which is only -12, -12. So I just throw out stuff that kills stuff. I think I throw the Scourge Hydra. Oh gosh, here? I need to think this through. I think I throw the Scourge Hydra here. And ping the Ossuary Spirit. And Seal of Tarsus, the Stoneback. Because it's the most likely thing to be able to push a lot of damage on me. I didn't want to keep the Acolyte at a 0/2 because that's one of the cards that he can most easily combo with and pull out some nasty things. And I have Patron of Tarsus's, but I have 2 Terra cards, so they are not useful for their buff. That does not mean they are not useful. They are creatures that will blockade things, and I'm offline. Oh wait, maybe I'm not. You get 7 damage through. Oh, you gave up on 2 of the damage, but that was to grow the Windborn. I just spread the board here. I should have done that in the other order. I don't know what I was thinking, but we are not far enough into the game where Hal of Zith could kill me. I don't even know if Hal of Zith is in the current draft environment. But I don't think there's a way you can block out the 4 lanes. Admittedly, you don't have to block all 4. You could survive by leaving the Ossuary Spirit unblocked. But that is not going to do it. You did manage to kill my giant Ossuary Spirit. I give you that. Alright, so I'm off to a 3-0 start. I figured Hal was out, but I just wasn't entirely sure. Oh, I hope I can get through the last 3 games of this tournament queue. Hopefully there are enough people still playing. For those of you that are curious to actually see my deck, it's okay, Talitha. What's wrong? This is what I drafted. Highlights include Werewood Patriarch, 2 Patron of Tarsuses, and a Ruby Scale Dragon. For those of you wondering, the deck is at a 11 to 19 ratio of Utera to Necrium. That is to say, I have 19 Necrium cards for those patrons. Oh, are you getting sleepy?
No, I won't.
An Aether Guard? Wow, I really don't know what to do with that. Cavern Slime is very risky. So I don't have the appropriate things to back up the Cavern Slime. I think I dropped Scavenger and Scourge. You'd have to play 3 Aloyan spells to give that enough armor to survive, just with its passive ability. If he puts another card into the Aether Guard, sure, I'll give him that. If he does something like Aegis Wings this guy, that's not going to be good for me. I can handle it. 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually think the Deep Branch Prowler would handle it. That's probably going to get Seal of Tarsusid. Oh. So lucky. Sparkbot. Okay, I don't care. Yeah, this is not a great position. Let's go ahead and Seal of Tarsus this thing. I don't particularly care about the Scourge Hydra, so let's go ahead and Deep Branch Prowler. Give myself a threat to... Why did I not put that in the side lane? Good, the game didn't punish me for it. Should have, but it didn't. That guy should be in lane 5. As it stands, I'm going to play Duskspire Zombie in 5 and Werewood in 1. Blood Barrier. Awesome. Not much I can do about that with this hand. I will have to deal with it next turn. See if I can get a Visage here. I do! And a Patron with the relevant stuff to use it. Awesome. This is a pretty good hand for me. Patron in front of the Batterbot to trade off with it, and hopefully shrink something that's blocking, or whatever else he plays for that matter. And then Infernal Visage to further buff my side lanes. Could play the Ravenous Hydra instead. I don't think that's the right choice. I don't think that's the right choice at all. It's possible I should just leave the Batter Bot alone. Ooh, no. No, it is not possible that I should just leave the Batter Bot alone. I drop that there. That will be enough to kill the Batter Bot. And Visage makes this guy a 6-9. Vyric's Embrace makes this guy a 6-6. This would become an even trade rather than a negative trade. If I Visage, it's a negative trade and he gets another chance to buff. Oh, I don't know. I think I want to Visage. It's not enough, but I'm going into player level 2, so hopefully I have something that can kill off the Prowler as a positive trade. I don't. If he buffs it in any way, I'm screwed. Rephrase. If he buffs it in any way that's not the attack, I'm screwed. I think I want to Embrace this guy off the board and then block with a Featherfang. I could do it the other way around, but that enables him to buff this out of the death range of the Featherfang. I can afford the 8. I need to draw some level 2 cards, though. There's a better than average chance that this turn I just throw 2 Ravenous Hydras in the side lanes and hit done. I feel like I know I'm behind this game. I should have the 1 creature on the board advantage if everything were being traded properly. The fact that I have no creatures on the board to his 1 and he hasn't gone yet means that he's got 3 cards advantage over me. And if he starts dropping level 2s, I'm going to fall further behind because I can't deal with level 2s. Particularly like that. I have to ignore the board and pray that I draw good answers next turn. That's not great answers. Seal of Tarsus does allow me to handle the Aether card. I hope. Not actually true anymore. But what can I do? I am completely and totally screwed. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I've got level 2 cards now, but it's too late. I'm at 26. That 1 turn with him having unmitigated access, yeah, I'm dead on board. My level 2 cards came too late. For the entirety of player level 2, I drew 3 level 2 cards. One of which was a spell that didn't... The only one I played was a spell. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, that's 3 and 1. I don't know that it would have mattered, because that would have given me a little bit more life to play with. But at the same time, it wouldn't have leveled up anything that would have helped me. Because I used the Vyric's Embrace in player level 2 as it was to kill something. So the difference between a 4-4 and a 6-6 would have been the same. Yeah, I didn't have a good out at that point. Just hoping I can get through this last 2 games in the next 30 minutes. I have company that I've been told is coming over at 6. Unfortunately, my daughter is falling asleep. It's sad. It's a military couple that we know that has a daughter about a year younger than Twilight. That is her best friend in the whole wide world. And they're moving away on Thursday. So she's going to be losing her little friend. And it makes me sad. Nothing I can do about it, but it makes me sad. Music. Is there music coming through from somewhere? I'm going to ignore the 1-3 Tech Explorer and play. Huh. I have no idea where I'm getting music from. Anyways, let's ignore that. Drop Vigor Wisp over here and Scourge Hydra here. I don't like playing Vigor Wisp, but I think it was my best option out of that hand. Heal each other friendly creature. This turn, I probably drop Ravenous Hydra, Battle, and then Blood Boon. Depends upon what he plays, but I don't know what I have open that music could be coming from. Okay. Yeah, Mongo. I thought so. I've got what I think is a pretty strong deck with the Patriarch, Double Patron, and Ruby Scale Dragon, and plenty of Utera buffs to go through it. Because the Dreadbolt guy is really bad. Like, really, really bad. Drop the Ravenous Hydra here. Battle for nothing but positive trades. Blood Boon, the Ravenous Hydra. In turn, call it a game. So, he was a 2-card pick. I will not voluntarily take an Argon Harvester over most anything else. I guess with the way that this format plays, he's not terrible because there's so much buffing going on. But at the same time, he's really bad. Like, really, really bad. I think I'll drop the Dustspire Zombie. Whatever I drop is going to drop in front of the Raptor. No question about that. I think I'm going to level up the... I don't know. It's either the Patron or the Patriarch. The Patriarch... Yeah, I guess it... The problem is Vigor Wisp heals each other creature. If it had healed itself, I would have done exactly what you said. That's a consideration hack. One I definitely am thinking about. Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know. Yeah. And it opens up if I can manage to draw a Visage, which I in fact do. It stings to pass on both Patron of Tarsus and Werewood Patriarch. By the way, my daughter is now completely asleep. It's adorable. I don't know how well you can see her. Let me take a look at OBS. Yeah, you can see her a little bit. Battletech Inventor, that's just a bunch of trading and shrinking. I gotta play the dragon. I can't not play the dragon. Infernal Visage. Oh man, how could I not play that dragon there? Probably shouldn't have put it in the side lane, because now I can't put anything else in the side lane in case I get an Infernal Visage too. Oh look, I have an Infernal Visage too. But still. Because he's not got any incentive to take care of that Ruby Scale Dragon. Wow. Do some math real quick. 8 and 4 is 12, right? And it would be regen 7. Question is if I better served letting the Dustspire die and dropping the Infernal Visage on the Hydra, or should I use the Infernal Visage to save the zombie? The zombie would be at 8 health going into the next turn. We're in play level 2. It probably wouldn't survive. I don't think it's worth it. So battle, Hydra, Visage. Hydra beats out the Dustspire zombie. I know the Dustspire zombie is better in terms of it's rank 3, but this guy has breakthrough, and that's worth more to me than gold right now. Particularly once I drop a Vigor Wisp with the Ruby Scale on the board. That's just rude. Dendrify! Ah. I'm going to keep the Raptor alive because it can come in handy later. Battle. Dirge Banshee. Having something that I can easily kill on the board to get a Blood Boon active, worth quite a bit to me. And I've got the Vigor Wisp Ruby Scale Dragon combo going, guys. Living the dream here. Everything grows and heals every turn. It's like having a heart tree on the board. Play the new zombie in 1. What zombie did I pass up that I could have played in 1? The Dustspire? Now that I know that he has Dendrify, I probably should have done that, but did not know that in time to make that decision. Barrier Soldier. Incipient Strength. I'm not really sure I like that play on his part. I think I'm going to Ossuary Spirit. Battle. Blood Boon, the Vigor Wisp. Oh, perfect. So unless he buffs the barrier soldier, it'll be at 4 health, which is exactly what I need it to be at for the Vyric's Embrace to take it out. Now the question is, do I take it out or not? Because I could save the Vigor Wisp. I don't know that I see the value in saving the Vigor Wisp, though. I think I would rather Scourge Hydra, damage the Ossuary Spirit, and save the Ruby Scale here. Because it gets rid of that 10 armor. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oh gosh. But that 3.1 hand is devastating. Maybe I can do something with it, but that's terrible. Throw out the biggest creatures I have, click battle, and end turn. And this is the last time this rank 1 Ruby Scale gives my board a buff. Which is disappointing, because there's my Vigor Wisp. Well, that has to trade off with that. To side lane the Ossuary Spirit. I've got to draw something good here. Not sure what I think here. Now, I'm going to chump block with the Werewood, buffing both my spirits. And then block with the Hydra here. Alright, I have to see what he does. Hey, plucky hero. Long time no see. Ugh. That stinks. Well, that takes the Infernal Visage play out and makes this a no-brainer. Patron of Tarsus, plus Ruby Scale, and Battle. And wow, I got absolutely nothing to take care of that Deep Moss Raptor. I say that, it's not entirely true. I can throw the Cavern Slime and Infernal Visage, and that will take care of it. Actually, I can throw the Ravenous Hydra And the Infernal Visage, and that'll take care of it. And buff my Ruby skill if it's still alive. The longer this game goes, the less likely I am to win it. Because he has vastly outleveled me in player level throughout this whole game. I was going to say in player level 3, but it's got to be the Ravenous Hydra and the Visage. What did you say, dear? It's in player level 4, dear. So he gets to see my hand. What I wouldn't give for that rank 3 Vigor Wisp in this hand. Oh my gosh. You move over. I take my 14. I want to take 9 in return at least. Possibly more if he gets armor on this thing. And I draw an all level 1 hand. Of course I do. This is the second all level 1 hand since player level 3. And probably the lethal one. Because unless I can find a way to push 21 damage, which I don't believe I can do, that Sky Knight Glider is going to murder me. Ugh. Six. There's nothing I can do. I am dead on board and not a darn thing I can do about it. And I can do the double block here, which is my only way to survive, because if I don't double block, I die to this. Well, I guess I don't quite die. It's 25 damage, but 26 damage. I'm close enough to dead that it doesn't matter. I have to double block. And I get a Patron of Tarsus with 2 Terra cards in hand. Maybe I get lucky and he has an all level 1 hand somehow in player level 4 when running 2 Tech Explorers. But there's nothing I can do here. Anna, can you come here for a second?
Yes, dear.
What do you want me to do about her?
She's like, try to get her.
As if he needed it. That is already game. Good game, Anders.
That's good.
Well, I'm at 3-2 now. Not quite sure what I did wrong in the last game. I feel like I should have been able to win that with how greedy he was being with his tag explorers. And I just didn't. And I need to get one more game in, but I have to stop streaming now because I have company coming in 10 minutes. So thank you all for watching. Until next time, let me double check and see if... no, not what I wanted to do. Split you out. Make it big. Make it wide. Mail.yahoo.com. Nope, no, he did not. I had asked for some more giveaway codes. Did not happen. All right, well, I need to get one more game in at some point. I don't know when that will be. It probably won't be streamed because, well, I'm now out of time. And actually, at this point, I can still use the 4 wins. Solforge Uprising Legendary Chest has the best odds of giving me a Legendary that I don't actually already have. So, until next time, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you later.